welcome back to the storage room. Special stream today because, as you know, I don't usually do a stream on a Tuesday, but it's Le Mans and I can't pass that opportunity up, so we are just going to share it to the pages. Share.
What car are you running?
I'm going to run the BMW because I was just watching iRacing It All Gaming this morning, and he was in the BMW, and I was giving him some pointers while he was racing because he hasn't done much at Le Mans. It's not one of his particularly favourite tracks, but I think he was saying I helped him gain about 3 seconds.
Nice.
So by the end of it, he was like, Le Mans is not so bad. So, yeah, Jeff, hopefully you'll grow to love it, mate. And, yeah, but I'll do it in the BMW because that was what you were doing it in. And we'll see how we go. So part of the reason I was jumping on was to do a stream for him so he could have a watch and see where I brake and turn in and do all of that stuff. So
I'm gonna be shocking. I don't know the track. 2.4K. I'm probably gonna get. I'm gonna lose some of my rating on this one. But in worst case, it's just max 100.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, that's it. I don't worry, well, as you know, I don't worry about iRating anymore. I just worry about my safety rating because iRating, you know, I've had such good races in the you know 300 iRating range to the 1400 where I am now. I don't worry about, you know, losing iRating at this level, but to get to like 17 to 1900 iRating and be punted off track for you know, just for a, you know, to be punted out of the way just so that they can gain a position or win a race and gain iRating, yeah, that shits me when that happens at that level, because at that level they should be driving clean. And they shouldn't be worrying about 10 iRating here and freaking 10 iRating there, but they do. And I don't like it. I do not like it. But yeah, so I don't have any setups per se, so I'm just going to run the medium downforce setup. Is there a Le Mans one? Oh, there is a Le Mans. There's a Le Mans stow. There we go. Le Mans setup. So that should give us enough fuel for the race. 50 litre. Oh, actually, it's a 40. It's a 40-minute race, so it doesn't matter. Yep. So that's done. So let's do a couple of laps.
This is scary.
Of some practice. I need to hang on. I need to set up the camera in the car because that is no good. That is no good at all. Is it? Oh, there we go. 12. Okay, so down. Which one is it? That one there.
Oh, I remember this. I remember the fucking chicane. I just don't remember I think.
Can adjust that height there. Save car. M4 GT3. Okay, saved. Get rid of that. Practice. Here we go. Right, that's us. I'm going to get down a bit more. 110 registered. Yes, we are definitely not going to be in the same split.
This is scary. I don't know the track. Like, I know the chicane, and that's it.
You got a bit of time to practice. I think this might only be the second time I've driven GT3s around here. So you can get these corners, cut these corners quite a bit, Jeff. Just so long as you keep two wheels on the track, inside the track limits. Whoa! Oh yeah, nice drift. Nice drift there. So yeah, so brake at that green, just a little dab on the brakes at that green light to get it turned in. So in the GTEs, we were doing 48s and 348s and 349s here on a good lap.
Yeah, I'm not going to be even close to that.
No, that was GTEs, not the GT3s. Yeah. Third gear, cut that corner. Second gear, a little bit of a cut there. You can cut this corner here a bit as well. Probably go a little bit further than that because the GT3s aren't carrying as much speed as what the GTEs are. What are you flashing your lights for? You're miles back. Okay, so braking at the 100-meter board.
Is that a safe bet for most corners, the 100?
Ooh. Okay, cold tyres. Yes and no. It's a pretty reasonable guide. Once your tyres are up to temp, it's a pretty reasonable guide braking at the 100-meter. We'll have to, so turning in here and braking here and turning. Might have to brake a little bit earlier. On Mulsanne, you'll have to brake a little bit earlier than the 100-meter board. At the first chicane, if you follow the barrier down on the left, you'll see a little break. There's a bit of yellow paint right on the end of the barrier. That's a good reference for braking. And then after that, you can just adjust it. So, little dab on the brakes here, turn it in. 1, 2, 3, down to second on the power. Oh, he took the cone out. I upshifted to fourth, that was a mistake. The tyres are still cold. Hey Jeff, just ignore this outlap. So a little bit of a break there, down to fourth. On the power all the way through here. Ooh, yep, all the way through there. Upshift. Little dab on the brakes. Keep it tucked in tight here all the way around. Oh, and then cut not that much of the corner. Ooh. Like I said, ignore this. I don't know if I've run the... I think I've done GT3s. Oh, wicked. Just completely ignore all of that one.
If I'm 10 seconds off the pace, I'm not going to do it. Because that's just dangerous at that point.
Yeah. No, you won't be 10 seconds off the pace. We won't have any freezing issues during the race. I seem to only be having the issue during practice sessions. Second gear, cut a heap of that corner there. Turn traction control up a little tad, just for the opening lap. Turning in at that. Oh, God. What the hell? Oh my God. That is ridiculous. Cold tyres. To watch out for the cold tyres. Turn the pit limiter off. Okay, so a little dab on the brakes at that green light and turn
it's
in.
coming into 9 as well.
So if you get a slowdown, I just like upshift straight away to 6th. Should bleed
Clear it.
off. Maybe not. There you go. Lift a little bit. Lift early. So yeah, so downshift to 3rd before the corner, and then in the little short gap between the right hand entry and the left hander, just brake down to 2nd, and then yeah, you can power out the other side. So it seems like potentially the 100-meter board up here is a little bit too late to brake. So just 3rd, 2nd, power, and you can cut that curbing there. I'm not sure whether there'll be enough ride height clearance that you won't rub the bottom of the car on that left hand curbing. So we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I ain't doing this. I'm at a 4:16.
Right.
So that's 20 seconds off pace.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm hoping that doesn't, because I didn't go into the session. I'm hoping it doesn't.
No, if you haven't if you haven't clicked on the green race button, then you're all good.
All right. Yeah, because I'm not up to that part. Like, not even close.
Yeah, Roger. No, that's all good.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'll do it. I know Le Mans really well. I've done 3 or 4 24-hour races here, and I've done lots of other racing here as well. So
You'll be right.
Yep. Jeff's in chat, so he's going to watch. He's going to watch a couple of laps. I'm going to talk him through.
Yeah, no.
My braking and turning and stuff like that. So.
I'm thinking Mount Panorama with the GR86s. That should be pretty fun.
Yeah. I'm going to. It's going to be fixed setup as well, just because that'll keep everybody. That will give everyone a level playing ground. I have to figure out how to set up fixed setups in it though. That part I haven't got my head around
You can talk. You can ask Adam. Adam knows all that stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll be back in a sec anyway.
No worries.
Oh.
Yeah, there's that board together.
Yeah, clearly cold tyres. Clearly the tyres need a bit of time to warm up here. But yeah, so Le Mans is a lot like Nürburgring, where you start a little bit before the start finish line. So what do we got? 1.3k iRating. I should have a reasonable chance here of having a good finish. Depends on how quick these guys are, of course. At 1.4k. I'm just using the I'm just using the Le Mans setup from the iRacing setups. With Proline Esports, we have access to high-mo setups. I think it is that Adam's got. Oh, come on, don't freeze up on me. It should be okay in the race. If it's not, now it'll be my last race. Qualify, here we go. Okay. Let's see how we go. Downshift to third. Ah, mother. Righto. Downshift to third here.
Green, green, green.
Downshift to second. Can cut a few.
Some network difficulties. If it continues, they may remove you from the session. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Righto. Let's see if we're lucky enough to get a lap in. So get right over to the right hand side here. 2, 3, brake to second, cut a heap of that corner, cut a heap of that corner. Gives you a good exit. You can get on the power straight away. So lift off here, braking, downshift to third, turn in by the road there. Just a little dab on the brake at the green light to get the nose tucked in to make the corner. Probably not as critical in the GT3s, but you definitely had to in the GTEs because of the aero you are carrying so much speed coming out of that left-right S there that you needed to have a dab on the brake to get the nose to tuck in. So we'll brake here. 1, 2, 3, turn in, second, on the power. Use as much of the track as possible. I do like the BMW. It's a good car. It's popular. Usually an OP car. It's either this or the Porsche. It'll brake a tad earlier than the 100. Get it turned in, down to second. Be careful on that curb there, because you can get a slowdown real easy. That right hand. No, we're not going to get a lap in here. But at least if history's anything to go by, I won't have any issues in the actual race itself, or I shouldn't do. So cone here, turn in, braking just before the center of the apex, turn in off that cone. Just be careful there, because if you do get too close to those bollards, you will get a slowdown, and it's usually a 2.3 to 2.7 second slowdown.
Bit harsh.
Oh yeah, it's real harsh. Really harsh. So here I usually lift at the 100, and then just at the end of the green strip there on the left, I'll brake. Just give it a little dab on the brakes to get the nut to, so you can stick hard to the right hand side there. Ooh, she's loose in the rear. And another freeze. Excellent. Does this during practice and qualifying, but then in the race server it doesn't seem to play up as much, so I think a lot of it is potentially an iRacing issue as well. Down to 4th, keep it into the right as much as possible, you can get on the power. Downshift to 4th, keep it tucked hard into the right hand side here, and then on the power. Tyres are still too cold. So here, brake at the end, at the start of the curving. Oh, and it's frozen again. Awesome. Brake at the start of just where the white line is. And here, cut a fair bit of that curve, get a good exit.
Does it happen when you're not streaming?
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether I'm streaming or not.
Oh, that's shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so tuck it into the right hand side here. 1, 2, 3, downshift. Yeah, it's pain. So I don't know where I'm going to be starting. It's internet quality. It's the quality of the internet connection that's the issue, not the internet per se, but just the quality of the connection. Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain. So, where am I going to be starting? Hang on. Where am I going to... Oh, what's going on? Oh, is it? Oh, really? Oh, this one's set on this side. Okay, I need to sort that out. Get out of here before I run out of time. Options, controls, headlight flash, better reset all of this stuff. What the heck? Right, headlight flash, pad limiter, toggle wipers. I know brake bias and traction controls, right? Weather report, that button, damage. Oh, come on. That button. Select next control down, previous control. Movement, default, toggle. I don't need any of that. Sound, that should be okay. That one. Okay, done. Reading tech. Okay, let's grid up and see where we're at. Oh, I needed...
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the right side. The estimated SOF is 1,279. Closed. Pit road is closed. It's competitive out there. Head down. Stay sharp.
Hey Jerry, welcome to the storage room, mate. Hey Chris.
Half the field is on the grid.
Hey Jesse. Yeah, sorry mate, I was watching stream for Jeff, so I didn't get to make it. Didn't get to make it onto your stream before you finished
You're
up.
experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, They may remove you from the session.
Ah, this is not looking good, guys. Not looking good at all.
Good luck, everybody.
I don't know what the blue wrench... I'm not sure what that's all about. Oh, fuck.
Five cars left to grid.
Come on. This sucks. Frickin' internet.
When's your fibre coming in?
They're talking that we should be getting it for any time from June onwards. So
Well, that's not that long. hopefully.
next month, yeah, but it could be the end of the year before we get it.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed for you.
Oh, righto. Oh, Roger. Couple of hours, 12 o'clock. Yeah, I'll see if I can. Barbara's going to be home from work in the next 30 minutes or so. So I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can get there, mate.
That's so weird. That's my mom's name.
Righto. Nice, Jeff. That's awesome, mate. Congrats on the P1 finish, mate. Atlanta's such a good track. I wish I could take my rig with me to work, Jeff. Sorry, Chris.
Fuck yeah! That gives me confidence. I'm a second faster than the second guy in the practice server for the Mount Panorama race.
About to go green.
Yeah,
That's
I was having a
beating
good. I had a couple of reasonable races at Bathurst in the BMW. Righto. Holy shit! My rendering's freaking. What the hell?
In. Green flag, green flag.
Righto, here we go, boys. Ace iRacing, how are you, buddy?
Left side,
Sorry about
down the right. Still there, hold your line.
Before the race. Oh wow, it's
Oh,
wet. Very wet.
Keep to the left.
sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
So you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game. Left side, still there. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear on the left.
Man, that got loose on the entry to turn 1. Little dab on the brakes. Probably a fair bit of aero wash. Yeah, to those who are new to the channel, welcome to the storage room. Thanks, Jesse. Little lift here. Don't want to get into the back of anyone because of carrying extra speed.
Right side.
Righto, drag race.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Thanks, Ace iRacing. I don't usually stream on a Tuesday, mate. There we go. Wicked. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
frenos, frenos del medio.
You got a slow car on the right.
That hasn't been happening in the races of late, Jesse. I don't know why it's happening today.
Out here. Please brake a little early. You don't kill me. Yeah, my bad,
That's
man. I didn't
awesome.
see your lights last time.
Yep. Appreciate you raiding the stream there, Jesse.
Is lightly wet? You still want to run wets, right?
I would, yes, if you're starting the race.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
It's, quality.
It's it has been a lot less of late. The second race of NEC, the Sunday morning one that I did, I had it right in the last couple of laps, and I was just praying that it would hold on. Shit. Wow. I mean, of course, okay. Wow. I mean, I almost did it to the other guy. So it appears that I'm going to be at the back of the field. I'm thinking that I probably should have done GT4s again in that third race. The Porsche Cup car takes a lot of concentration and skill to drive quickly, and it's less forgiving, whereas the GT4s are a little bit slower and have more aero grip. Yeah, long way to go.
Why did it have to be raining in my Mount Panorama race?
Yeah, it did. We got some really light rain, and the track was mostly dry, and just oh, you know, the second jump, I braked where I normally was braking in the dry, and there must have been a bit too much moisture on the track, because when I hit the ground I just went straight ahead into the barrier, and that was the second incident. Wow, that was an interesting exit. Sorry, Jeff, I'm not really doing much in the way of pointers. Yeah, and then I lost it coming out of the Mercedes arena, and at that point, with an hour to go, I was like, you know what? It's just probably time to give up at that point, so you'll probably brake a little bit later, but definitely 100 meters is not enough braking room. Yeah, I'm going to watch your session this afternoon when Barbara goes back to work. But Brian did say that it was rain all the way. Can't really give too much of a track guide with all the traffic. Makes it a bit harder. Oh, not again. Really? I'm going to end up probably right in front of Benoit. Nah, that was another... That was a 10-second loss. Oh well, we can give a track guide now. I've got enough gap between myself and the guys in front.
You got a slow car on the left. You got a slow car on the left.
Holy Jesus! Yeah, let it top out in third gear, and then that's a good braking point. Good braking reference for that, for Arnage. No, he didn't. He woke up a little bit too late. He was going to jump in, but he just missed it. But he was the other thing was too, he was afraid of it being a wet session, and it mostly turned out dry, except for the last hour. Oh, that's going to be a slowdown. Yep.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Yeah. Damn it all. So second gear, cut that one. Oh, come on. The slowdowns are harsh here. So first corner all the way over to the right hand side, down to second. Take as much of that as you can, as much of those corners as you can. Get a good exit. Brake, down to third. Tyres are warmed up now, so the car's a little bit more predictable. Yeah, green light. Dab on the brakes to get it turned in. Just back on the power again. Oh, I can imagine it. I can imagine that it was. I was so. I think if it had been raining for my last session, I probably wouldn't have done the race. Not because I don't like driving in the rain. It just for 5 hours. By the time I start the race till I finish, 5 hours is just a bit too much.
You got a slow car on the left.
Third, second. So braking, probably about the 150 metre mark, Jeff. Carry third in through the right-hander and then dip down to second for the centre of the chicane. And the same up here, mate. Probably braking about the 125 metre mark. And down to third on entry, second through the centre. Actually, I can do that one at 100 metres. So up here, if you've got clear air, the cone on the left is your good turn-in point, and then straight line it to the next cone if it's there. Braking.
If it's there.
And I'm frozen again. Well, this is seriously annoying. I'm going to... Alicio... No. She's a nice long one, this one. And I'm going to lose 74 iRating. Wicked.
You're experiencing some network difficulties.
Now where am I?
May remove you from the session.
Yeah. Hosan, welcome to the storage room, buddy. Sorry about the stream. It's, yeah, shitty Australian internet. Hopefully I should have fibre soon. This is ridiculous. I cannot remember the last time I had issues this bad with the internet, Jesse, during a race. I told my wife if we don't have fibre by the end of October, I'm getting Starlink, because Chris and I have the Bathurst 1000 that we're doing together in September. Oh wow, we got the end of September. I keep getting the real life Bathurst mixed up with the iRacing one. So the real life Bathurst is being run in September. iRacing are doing theirs in October. So if I don't have fibre by the end of September, I'm getting Starlink, so that we don't have any issues.
That's not going to be much better.
Well, I've spoken to heaps of other people that do a lot of gaming around here, and they don't have any dramas with it. They said that yes, you have
Offline
the
gaming,
ping.
or like they
No,
like
first person
multiplayers.
multiplayer stuff. So like shooter games and stuff, which you need a lot better internet for those than you do for sim racing. Oh shit! Wow. Okay.
Come on, Pete.
Alright, so I don't like the Le Mans setup. Yeah, it's... I don't know what's going on. And at this time of the day, all the kids are at school, so there shouldn't be any... And it's a Tuesday, so there really shouldn't be too many people that are online as such. I thought I'd try the Le Mans setup, but I should have just gone with the medium...
What are you doing,
medium
dude?
downforce. Oh, that might be a slowdown. Nope.
I appreciate that, actually.
And it's going to freeze again. Every time I get a little stutter, a little screen freeze, that's usually the indicator.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues,
True.
they may remove you from the session.
Thanks, Jerry. Hey, Brian, how are you, buddy?
Well, fuck.
For those of you who are wondering who's in the background on Discord there, that's Ash. He's one of my teammates from Proline Esports.
And just fucking binned it, so now I'm from fourth to last.
What car are you driving?
The GR at Panorama.
Oh, okay.
In the rain.
In the rain. Yeah, well, there's no rain in the community race we're doing in 3 weeks' time. So, for some reason, that I set the weather to a forecast with no rain. So turn in there, Jeff. Great. Just probably a little bit deeper than that.
I can't do this.
Is that the GR Cup, or is that
fucking dried
PCC?
on.
And it's going to freeze again. Well, there's half your problem. Yeah. This is something that I find is totally ridiculous with iRacing, is they put you in a wet session, right? But they don't put you on wet tyres. You have to pick wet tyres before you go in, actually go on track.
Forfeit that one, that'll lose me 100. Oh well, I'm not up for rain racing, I don't know why.
Turn in on the cone.
0% chance.
Yeah, well, that was like the NEC race. We had rain in the practice, and then qualifying and the race were dry. It was stupid.
That is just so frustrating.
And
So
frozen again. Sorry guys,
4.8.
this is really pathetic.
That was interesting.
First place is going to catch me at this rate.
Oh, fuck that. That's so
If first place gets too close, I'm just going to exit the game. Exit the race. I don't want to hurt the leader's chance. Second, cut that, and that's what happens when you cut too much of the far out. About the only thing that could be worse now is that I get dumped out of the session altogether. Righto, Jeff. We'll try and get you a lap guide. So you've seen what I did there. Straddle the curbing on the entry to turn 2. Downshift to third, turn in on that. Jesus.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, they may remove you from the session.
Dab on the brake, turn in there. Just be careful not to cut too much of the corner. Yeah, mate. Yeah, hopefully I can jump into a practice with you later. So I take it you're talking about the 24 hours, the Conspit 24 hour, Jesse, of Le Mans that you're practicing for. Wicked. So about 150 metres from the corner there, Jeff. Brake. Downshift into third. And I'm off the track because
The leader's fitting now.
this is shit. How much damage?
We've got big problems with that engine. I bet you lost a lot of power.
Sorry,
We've got
guys.
damage on the front end. You've got a lot of smoke. Required repairs are 39 minutes. 33 seconds. Optional repairs are 54 seconds. All the
39
The
minutes.
leader's fitting now.
Oh, righto. Yeah, we'll have a look. Yeah, because this Saturday will be the Le Mans 3 hours. Yeah. So, 39 minutes of repairs. This race has been absolutely garbage. And I don't know why. Well, 39... actually, we'll just sit here for a second. Won't make any difference, Jesse. Makes absolutely zero difference at all. Yeah, I might try the fixed
And this is where Cameron finds out my car's
Fanatec one as well. That'll be 11:15, I believe, and then this next race will be 12 o'clock. Yeah, no dramas, mate. I need to figure out how to make the community race a fixed setup race. Ah, righto. It's beyond bizarre why I'm having so much trouble with latency now.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, they may
Ugly
remove you from
things.
the session.
Yeah. So I pronounce it. Is it Hosan? Is it Hosan or Josan? Which letter is
The J.
the J silent? Silent J. Get out, Mr. Google. We had Joao and in chat the other day. He's from Brazil. J is pronounced, so it's Josan. Copy that. Silent H. Josan.
The leader's pitting now.
Copy. All good, mate? Pretty sure he said 39 minutes repairs. Did hit the wall pretty hard. So I'll be losing safety rating as well, probably. Yep, 39 minutes. 40 minutes including the optional repairs. No point
Which at
hanging
that point
around
you-
for that. We are going to exit out of there. And, yeah. Pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing. Righto. Let's see if I can jump into a practice session, because I really do want to do a lap guide for Jeff to watch. So your Midwest motorsports races tomorrow night, eh, Jesse? Or tomorrow after late afternoon, 4 o'clock or something. Barbara's home. So I'll do a couple of laps for Jeff, and then I'm going to have to jump off for the time being. But if I do manage to get back on later on, then I'll definitely chuck up a stream. So what did you say? About an hour's time for that practice, is it, Chris? Oh, hang on. We are not using the Le Mans setup. We are going to use a medium downforce, medium downforce sprint setup for this one. Practice. Let's see if the internet plays up this time. Roger.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
It's a fine line between cutting enough of the corner and too much. Yeah, see, already this setup feels way more planted than the Le Mans setup. Should have gone with this setup. Wouldn't have made any difference to the... Wouldn't have made any difference with the internet, obviously, but definitely would have been a lot easier to drive. One hour and 45 minutes time, eh? So 1:45 my time. Roger. Careful. 2:30, so 12:30 my time. Roger that. I'll see if I can get back on. Barbara will probably go back to work about that time. So, not your time, obviously. She'll go back to work about 2:30 our time. So I might not be able to get on. Mate, always upshift there. Roger. I will try. It's just my last day before I go back to site, that's all. The only reason I'm on now is because of this track, otherwise I wouldn't have come on. Yeah, so you can hold, I don't know what the deal is with that Le Mans setup. That must be extremely low downforce, because you could not hold the power on through the Porsche S's. Slow down? Yep.
Probably because
Porsche S's negates that, because everyone else will be really super slow through the Porsche S's. I know, because when we used to do the 24-hour races, we'd set the car up so that it was fast through the Porsche S's, because you made up so much time on everyone. The straights, yes, it hurts you. Right, so down to second, turn in, cut that corner as much as possible to get you a good straight run out of there, and then braking down to third, and turning at the road there. Hold it in, use all of the track. So just a little dab on the brakes here to get the nose to turn in, and then back on the power. Now this is something that one of my old teammates said. The curvature of the road, or the camber of the road, means that if you stick to the middle of the road, you can actually gain time here, because there's not as much clearance between the road surface and the bottom of the car. So you actually pick up time. So brake at the 150 meters, turn in, down to second, and on the power. Just remember to keep two wheels on the inside of the white line, because that's where you'll pick up your off track or your slow down. So we're hitting 270. Okay, so braking at the 100 meter board. 3, turn in, down to second. You can drift out over that curb there. This part of it's only down to the first chicane that the curvature of the road will help you. The rest of it, turn in at that cone, brake on the curb there. You can probably go. You'll find that you'll be able to go a bit deeper, but for the purposes of this track guide, I'll just brake at the curb there, right on the apex of that curb. Righto. Brake there, little dab on the brakes, downshift to fifth, down to second, and then hold third. 1, 2, turn in at the cone, power out. Probably need to run a little bit more TC so you can get on the power as you exit that corner. It's very easy to overdrive into Arnage, and it's a lot tighter than you expect. So brake at the green there. Oh! Well, almost held it.
You've got wheel damage. We got damage on the front end.
Audio in and out. Righto, quite broken up, is it? Righto. Well, hopefully, if I do manage to get back on later, hopefully the issues will sort themselves out a little bit. Stream's good. It's not dropping. I don't have any dropped frames on the stream, so the issues are all internet related. Fiber better fix it.
Fiber's so good.
Yeah, one of the guys that my wife works with, him and his kids are gaming all the time, and they've got 5 or 6 devices hooked up to Starlink at any given moment, and he says they don't have any dropouts, they don't have any latency issues. Ping is, they talk about ping being high, but he said they haven't noticed any, they don't get any lagging or dropouts or anything because of it. So, and the majority of people, when you read up, when you're reading about it on Facebook, say that they don't have any dramas. There's not as many on that are complaining about it as what are raving about it. Nah, far out.
I've got to be missing something. These two top guys, 2.6, 2.3k, are running 2 seconds faster than me. Like, I've got to be missing something. I'm glad that I qualified just behind them so that I can see what's going on. Yeah, like kind of just follow along. Hopefully I don't get taken out by the newbies behind me. The guy B&A. Yeah, I should be alright. Yeah, let's see how much safety did I lose from 0.47 and 119 lost from that Bathurst thing. I'm still at 4.42 and 2,300, so it's not like
downshift to 4th there, Jeff. Keep it flat all the way through here. Downshift to 4th, keep it tucked in nice and tight over to the right, and then okay, don't drift out that far though, or you end up with a slowdown. But you get the idea. You can cut that left corner there quite hard, and then here downshift to 3rd. You can downshift to 2nd in the centre of that corner if you like. And you can see how much of that left-hand curb you can cut for the right-hander to the exit of the Ford chicane. Braking, 1, 2, 3. Turn in. Back on the power. Now I'm interested just to see what sort of a lap time I can set myself. Braking, 2, 3, turn in. 2nd on the power. I'll make this the last lap, then I'll need to jump off, guys. Braking at the 100-meter board. Turning in, 2nd, turn in, use all of the track. The 2 most important corners, I think, for the whole track are the entry to turn in here, brake at the centre of the apex there, turn in at that cone. The 2 most important corners, I think, for lap times at Le Mans are the entry to Mulsanne and the exit. If you nail those 2 corners, you'll have a good lap time. And obviously the Porsche S's are important as well to get a nice smooth flow through there. Downshift to 5th, 2nd. Maybe add Arnage into it, this one here. Get that one right as well. 3 corners, 3 most important corners is that one there, Arnage, and the entry to Mulsanne and Mulsanne corner. Oh shit! Serious? Oh.
They tell you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
We'll see what we can salvage out of it now. Wow, that was weird. That was very, very weird.
You cut the cord.
Come
You'll have
on.
to slow down and give up that time.
Okay, so a 4:02. Across the line at 4:02, so that could have been a sub 4 minutes. I think you get the general idea there, Jeff. It's very hard with the internet playing up like that. Hopefully, what you can glean out of it will be helpful to you, mate. Yeah, that's really about it. Once you get a good feel for the circuit, you'll also that'll also everything else will fall into place for you. It's just frustrating that that the internet wouldn't hold up long enough for me to give you a decent track guide, but yeah, I'll see hour and a half maybe if I can get on later with Chris and Jesse. We'll do some more practice there, but for now that's all I can do. Rightio. Alright guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Jesse, thank you for the raid, bringing your some of your other viewers over to the stream. Really appreciate it. Ash, I'll catch up with you possibly later if I get on.
Yeah, no worries, man.
But yeah, for now I need to jump off and go and spend a bit of time with my wife. So I will catch you later.
Easy.
See you, buddy.
Imagine having a wife.
Yeah, so I will leave you guys with that, and as always, I will see you around the next corner. Bye for now.